Today is a very solemn day for the loving family members and friends and the community, Mr. David Ordaz Jr., as they share their kind words. 1 year into the pandemic, professional sports leagues are back on the field, along with college teams. But high school sports is another story. Rebellion Nation is here to make sure you take care of your body mentally and physically. The recruiting process for athletes and coaches is still in recovery, and changes will be made as we all get past this COVID situation. Reporting from Santa Clarita, I am Malik Patterson, Valley View News.
Getting lined up, please.
Family, friends, security, and onlookers gathered outside of Belvedere Park as the march to raise awareness about David Ordaz Jr. got underway. Ordaz suffered from mental illness for more than 10 years. That's the reason demonstrators wore green solidarity ribbons.
These organizations that are involved now, they reached out to me, and I wasn't having it. I wanted time to mourn my brother.
In March, Ordaz was standing in the street across from his home wielding a kitchen knife. He was going through a suicidal episode. When police arrived, instead of de-escalating the situation, they fired a beanbag round at him that was followed by 12 rounds from the sheriffs at the scene. The Ordaz family is suing the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department for what they believe is the unlawful killing of David. They also want this march to raise awareness about the need to fund mental health awareness programs and better police training.
If there's another killing happening, we're gonna do that too. That's if the family wants to march.
The march began at Cesar E. Chavez Avenue. The group then went back to Civic Center Way on the other side of Belvedere Park, outside of the Sheriff's Department.
The last months of his life, we worked together. This is important to me, for me to be here and for all of us to be here.
Today is a very solemn day for the loving family members and friends and the community, Mr. David Ordaz Jr., as they share their kind words. Reporting from East Los Angeles, I am Malik Patterson, Valley View News. As the pandemic brought the world to a standstill, most high school seniors playing sports lost recruiting opportunities. They put their dreams on hold. Deontay Caldwell is in college now, but his senior year at Bishop Alamany High was interrupted by the pandemic.
Very frustrating to say. I think us having no film around springtime really didn't help us at all, to be honest.
In the spring, most high school athletes visit colleges looking to recruit them. The pandemic forced everyone to change plans. Tough decisions had to be made. Some players had to choose a lower tier school or go to a community college. That was the case for Alvin Berkeley's athletes.
Because they were on the bubble, a lot of colleges required them to have more film. And when COVID hit, they didn't give them an opportunity to do that. So some of them had to go the other route with doing the 7-on-7s and the club teams. And then some colleges will accept that, some won't.
More than a handful of athletes like Caldwell had the talent and the grades to play Division I out of town. Many were forced to stay local.
Me having to go to JUCO route was more so getting bigger. It was my family decision, thinking we were better than what we were.
The recruiting process for athletes and coaches is still in recovery, and changes will be made as we all get past this COVID situation. Reporting from Santa Clarita, I am Malik Patterson, Valley View News. Rebellion Nation, right off of the Tanner Freeway in El Monte, is more than just a boot camp style personalized gym. The 5 owner trainers here say they wanted to help their community build healthy habits and healthy lives through fitness. Each owner has worked in the fitness business for several years. Together they agreed to make a fresh start with a new and different type of fitness center. Victor Sanchez is one of the owners.
We just had a different vision as far as bringing people in, building community, and making it seem like this was your second home.
The grand opening was in late August. Rebellion Nation is open 7 days a week. There are different workout time slots in order to accommodate customer schedules. That also makes joining more affordable. Vanessa Martinez prefers her workouts here.
Their workouts are very different, like they're a lot more intense than any other gym that I've been to, and I've been to a lot of different boot camps. So this one, if you're really trying to take it to the next level, then this is where you should be, because they really do push you.
Before starting their workout regimen, members get together with the trainers to set a weight and fitness goals. They then create personal meal plans, and there are weight check-ins to make sure everyone stays the course, including Darius McCants.
Basically the family, the core group of us, it was so much easier once we started to communicate more often. The trust was able to build itself.
Rebellion Nation is here to make sure you take care of your body mentally and physically. Reporting from El Monte, I am Malik Patterson, Valley View News. 1 year into the pandemic, professional sports leagues are back on the field, along with college teams. But high school sports is another story. States like Texas and Florida allowed outdoor high school sports to resume in the fall. In California, many high school athletes had to wait until this week. The California Department of Public Health has joined forces with coaches, CIF officials, and the organization Let Them Play California to allow all sports in California to resume play as of this week. That includes not only outdoor sports like football, but indoor sports like basketball and volleyball. The addition of indoor sports comes after the deal with the governor's office this week. There will be mandatory COVID testing for all players and coaches. Counties and districts can now begin play with 14 daily COVID cases per 100,000 people. The LA County's case rate just dipped below that level this week.